Hello everyone, welcome back to Royal Palace PU classes, PU online coaching classes. In this video, I am going to discuss some problems, model problems on projectiles. Yesterday, in last video, we have covered the synopsis regarding the projectile motion. In last video, in this video, we will discuss some problems, model problems, then how to apply that formulas. See here, this is first question which I have taken. A projectile is thrown with a initial velocity ai plus bj. If range is equal to 2 times of maximum height, then find relationship between b and a. So, if you observe our video, previous video, u bar is equal to u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta j cap. But in this question, what he has given is u bar is equal to ai plus bj. That means indirectly a is equal to u cos theta, b is equal to u sin theta. Now, what is formula for range? Range r is equal to u cos theta into t into u sin theta by g. This is the formula of range, u cos theta into time of flight. So, what I can write? Range is equal to a into 2b by g. This is range. Similarly, height is equal to u square u sin theta whole square by 2g. So, this I can write it as b square by 2g. Then equate according to the given condition r is equal to 2h, means what I can write here? R is equal to 2h means 2 into b square by 2g is equal to r. Now, b square and b will get cancelled, this 2 and 2 will get cancelled, g also will get cancelled, then 2a is equal to b you will get, b is equal to 2a. So, answer is third option. Okay. See how within 1 minute we can solve this. Just take the condition of initial velocity. Just take the condition of initial velocity. Within 1 minute you can solve this question. If you refer to the formulas, this is what we have given yesterday. This is initial velocity vector. This is we are taking it as u cos theta as a, b. Then within 1 second, within 1 minute you can solve the question. And come to the next question. In this question, what he has given is a body is projected with the same velocity from same point in 2 different directions. That means 2 times he has taken one angle of inclination, next time he has taken another angle of inclination, like this. So, a body is projected with certain angle theta 1, next time he projected with certain angle theta 2, such that range is same, Time taken for first journey is telling that t1, time taken for second journey is t2. Now, what is relationship between range as well as time taken? So, first you should know where we will get same range, when you can have same range for two different angle of inclination, when you will get same range. That is, range formula is range is equal to u square sin 2 theta by g. Range will be same for theta and 90 minus theta. For theta and 90 minus theta, you will get same range. If you want, you can verify that. You can verify. Put the value of theta and 90 minus theta, you will get 2 times, you will get same formula. That is, it is having same range. Now, based on that, you can solve the condition. So, time taken for first journey, it will be 2u sin theta by g. Time taken for second journey will be 2u sin 90 minus theta. Now, this will be 90 minus theta by g. This is equal to 2u cos theta, 2u cos theta by g. Next, do the product of these two equations, then let us see what you are going to get. 2u sin theta to 4u square, multiply this 4u square sin theta cos theta by g square. This I can write it as 2 into u square into 2 sin theta cos theta by g into g. U square 2 sin theta cos theta is R, range formula, range only, u square sin 2 theta, you will get u square sin 2 theta. So, this you can write it as 2r by g, 2r by g. Sometimes in this question they will ask what is the condition of heights. In the same question they can ask maximum height during first journey is h1, maximum height during second journey is h2, then what is the relationship between h1, h2 and range, that also you can find. And if you observe here, this question without solving also we can give the answer. If you are perfect with your units and dimensions, units and measurements, without knowing anything, what is time of flight, what is range, without knowing anything, directly you will get the answer. If you observe here, you can take the dimension formula of left hand side and right hand side, then you can get the answer. Time into time, you should get t square. Here 2 is dimensionless, it is not having any units. This is acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity is meter per second square, that is m t power minus 2. Sorry, L t power minus 2, sorry, L t power minus 2 acceleration is. Range is just nothing but it is a length. So, you will get L. So, L and L will get cancelled. T square is not equal to t power minus 2. So, therefore, this is not the answer. And you can observe this formula also you can observe, this equation also you can observe. You can, this is for third option, what you will get is t square is left hand side, right hand side what you are going to get L square t power minus 2. Here you will get L square t power minus 2. So, these two are not equal. In physics, if you are equating any two, when you are writing an equation, left hand side must be equal to right hand side according to dimension formula. So, this cannot be answer. So, 3 cannot be answer. And you can observe this also. Here you will get t power minus 2, sorry, t square you will get. Here what you are going to get L t power minus 2 by L, because range is measured in length. So, L and L will get cancelled, t square t power minus 2, this cannot be answer. And if you observe this, exactly you will get same dimension formula, t square is equal to, this is L by L t power minus 2, L and L will get cancelled, 1 by t power minus 2 is t square. Therefore, this is the exact answer. Within one half minute you can solve this without using the formula of your projectile motion, by seeing the dimension formula. So, in exam, if you are getting an equation like this, then by using this dimensional techniques you can solve the question. But exact method is this. This is a shortcut method. If you are in the exam, if you are getting confused what is the formula for range, what is the question, if you are getting confused, if you have only equations, then you can use the principle of dimensional formula to find, because the physical quantities which are having same dimensions are only equated and the physical quantities which are having same dimensions are only added. So, based on that condition you can solve this question. And next question is, see, this question is related to momentum. Question number 3, this question is related to momentum. So, how it is related? See, from one chapter you can relate to other chapter also. So, it is related to momentum. So, what is momentum, you know, and what he is asking is, find change in momentum. A body is projected with an angle 60 degrees. Here in this question what he is giving is, the examiner what is giving is, he has projected a body with a velocity v making an angle 60 degrees from point A and it reaches point B, then find change in momentum delta p from A to B. So, for that what you know only one condition, what is change in momentum. Whenever they are asking change, it is final minus initial. So, change in momentum is final momentum minus initial momentum. Momentum is a vector, you have to use vector notation. Now, just write what is initial momentum. Initial momentum is P initial is equal to, see, I have given a momentum mv in this direction, that is nothing but mv cos theta I cap plus mv sin theta j cap. This is initial momentum. Now, on reaching here, you can observe in vector notation, initial momentum is in first quadrant like this. Now, when it is reaching, it is in this quadrant, correct? You can observe here, you can draw coordinate system here and you can observe it is in this direction, this is in this direction. So, here this angle is 60 degrees, this angle is 60 degrees, this angle also 60 degrees. So, what is this this angle? It will be 60 degrees. Okay. Now, this is the condition. Now, if this is initial momentum, this you can write mv, this you can leave like this only. Next, final momentum you write, final momentum. Final momentum is, final momentum again you can write m v cos theta I cap and minus mv sin theta j cap. Why I am writing minus here? See, in this quadrate system, x is positive, y is negative. So, that is why I have written like this. Now, just find change in momentum, very simple. Delta p is equal to final minus initial, these two will get cancelled and it is minus 2 mv sin theta j cap. Then substitute the value of theta, you will get the answer, 2 into m into v into sin 60 root 3 by 2, that is answer. So, root 3 mv will be the answer for this. Like this we can relate this projectile motion to different conditions. Sometimes they will give that it is a charged particle, then what happens to the projectile? When it is charged particle, based on electric field you have to take net acceleration, that you have to substitute. And one more question we can do based on projectile, it is very simple. It is based on collisions, it is based on conservation of momentum. Based on conservation of momentum, by seeing that momentum question, I remembered one more question, once it was asked in competitive exams, based on explosion of the projectile. So, there is a projectile which is projected with velocity v making an angle theta. There is a projectile which is projected with velocity v making an angle theta. Then at its highest point, it has broken up into two fragments. The question is, there is a projectile projected with velocity v making an angle theta with horizontal. At its highest point, it has broken up into two fragments such that one of the fragment is retraced its path. Then calculate the velocity of the next fragment. The question is, that projectile is broken up into two fragments at the maximum height, and at this maximum height you find the final velocity. Initially it is a combined mass having a velocity v. After reaching here, it is broken up into two fragments. This is also based on momentum only. So first you have to take this condition here where explosion occurs. At this condition, calculate the initial momentum. What is the velocity of the projectile at maximum height? So many people will answer it is 0. It is not 0. If it is 0, that projectile will fall from there only, acts like a freely falling body. So here the velocity of projectile is u cos theta, that is v cos theta according to this condition. So let us take the mass of the projectile as 2m. I am taking the mass of the projectile as 2m. So 2mv cos theta I cap. It is only having horizontal component of velocity. Now after explosion what happens? One fragment is retracing its path, means minus mv cos theta I cap. This is the momentum of the first particle. Why I am writing minus mv cos theta? Because to retrace same velocity is required to come back. With what velocity it is having, that it should take. So it has taken minus mv cos theta I cap plus m v dash. This v dash you have to find. And during explosion, momentum is conserved. Explosion is an internal force. Under the absence of external forces, total momentum of system remains constant. So equate this. So within 1 second you will get the answer. Answer is 3 mv cos theta I cap. That means this particle will get a velocity of 3 mv cos theta I cap, and it will fall at certain distance. After that, if you calculate center of mass, it will be at range only. Even after taking this velocity, you calculate at what distance it falls. Afterwards you calculate center of mass, it will be at range only, because the motion of center of mass is independent of internal forces. Internal forces will not affect the motion of center of mass. So after this, this body is falling here, so m is here and another m is at certain distance. Now calculate their center of mass, it will be at range only. By using this principle also you can find that velocity, but this is the simplest method. Just to equate this, you will get mv is equal to minus v dash is equal to minus 3v cos theta I cap. If you take the magnitude, it is 3v cos theta only. So these are some of the models based on oblique projectile. There will be many number of questions. Today we will leave one worksheet in our WhatsApp group. Then if you have any doubts, you can send, and that we are going to discuss.